Let's create a text that looks like it is painted on a cracked wall. So here we have the image of a cracked wall. So let's select the type tool and we will type something. Let's type cracked wall and I'm using the font Impact. So we can scale the text. Right. Then we will select the background image or the background layer, and we will just give it a vignette background. We will turn it into a vignette background. So we'll go to filter, and in filter we have a camera raw filter, and from camera raw, here on the right side we have optics. We will just reduce the vignette here, and if here we have effects also, we will also reduce the vignette value here. So we can see this is vignette. Vignette has a dark color on its edges and bright color at the center. Right. So once we have created a vignette background, then we will now start creating text that is painted on the cracked wall. So here we have already typed the text. Now we will just open the layer styles. We will just double click on the right side of the text layer to open the layer styles, and in layer styles we can see something called underlying layer. So what is underlying layer? Underlying layer means the bottom layer, this cracks background layer. So what we can do with this underlying layer is, here we can see two sliders. The left slider will control the shadows or the dark areas of the underlying layer. So the dark areas of the underlying layer are these cracks. We can see these cracks. They are appearing in dark color. And the right side slider will control the bright areas. The bright areas are on the background, we can see. So let's try to move these sliders. First let us try to move this brightness slider for the underlying layer. So we can see how it is affecting the text. So it is completely erasing the text. So we can see here, but we don't want the effect to be too intense. So we can do one thing. We can just break this slider. To break the slider, we simply have to hold Alt in PC or Option in Mac and drag the slider. So we can see here there will be some transition. So we can see, and we can also do the same thing for this shadow slider, the left slider. We need to move the left slider to right. So we can see how the cracks are affecting the text. And we can break this slider by simply holding Alt in PC or Option in Mac and dragging the slider. So we have broken the slider so that there will be a smooth transition. Right, something like this. And another thing we can do is we can change the blending mode to multiply. So we can see here. Now the blending mode is multiply. And we can also do another thing, that is we can select a brush. Here we have plenty of brushes. We can select any of the fancy brushes. I will be selecting this fancy brush. And one thing I will be doing is I will be applying a mask to this text layer. So at the bottom of the layers panel, we have the mask icon. We just need to click on it. Right. And we will select a fancy brush, something that is uneven here. So what we will be doing is we will just increase the, we will just decrease the size of the brush, and we can keep the flow value to, let's say, 50% for the brush. And we need to select the mask thumbnail, the white color thumbnail here, and also make sure that the foreground color is black. And let's try to just paint on the text so that there is more reality. It looks more like a paint that is lost due to some winds or some rain, like that. So we can just paint, so something like this. So here we have created a text that looks like a painting on a cracked wall.